Now, my task is to go all the way down and all the way up and meet Richard up there. I'm not a fan of doing such doings, but I have to. I usually dramatize a lot about that. Yeah, we girls like to dramatize, don't we? But I'm strong, an independent woman, so I can do that. I can't lie that tunnel freaks me out. Hi guys, my name is Elena.
I'm Richard.
Yeah, and we're on a trip around both Soviet countries.
I'm a train photographer, so I'm travelling around taking photos of trains.
Yep, so we're doing a mix of touristy stuff and some...
Taking photos of trains in quite random and obscure places, often taking us off the beaten track to towns and villages around the countries that we're visiting and seeing a different way of life there as well, which is one of my favourite points about my hobby. It takes me to some really weird and wonderful places.
Well, yeah, I think the majority of these places are really quite cool and authentic, and you see the life outside of well-known cities and capitals, so that's really quite interesting.
It's often an insight into how life really is in a country. As many of you will know, life in your capital city is often different to life in your hometown. So yeah, it's really interesting to document.
Yep, and we're currently in Uzbekistan, in Samarkand. Yeah, we started with Tashkent, then we went to Angren. Yeah, we took some... Basically, the reason going to Angren was trains, but it was really scenic, hot.
Yeah, really hot. We did quite a lot of walking. It was really warm,
Yep.
but really worthwhile. The scenery is absolutely stunning. On the second day it did rain in the morning, but we went back to the city, explored around
Absolutely
a bit.
soaked.
Yeah. Saw some more of the suburbs and some like rural areas on the outskirts. Saw some quite interesting sites which we'll no doubt share some photos of and stuff. Yeah, it was really interesting. Now we're in Samarkand, obviously a really famous city on the Silk Road. We've done some tourist stuff this morning, and now we're just waiting to see if some trains come.
Yeah, and it's our first ever video and vlog, so we're sorry if it's not maybe the most logical, professional, and
might be a bit higgledy-piggledy.
yes, exactly, but we're trying our best. Richard is waiting for a freight train from over there, getting slightly annoyed about the role of the sun or something like that.
Hoping that the sun stays out.
Yeah, that's the one.
We'll see.
We will indeed.
It's almost like a lottery, really. The cloud lottery is probably the best way of describing it.
Yeah.
Which it appears to be kind of losing at the moment. But...
That's a long train. With that.
Yeah, very pleased. Nice triple section locomotive built in Russia with a mixed freight of mostly Uzbek and Kazakh wagons. That type of train will be going from one yard to another, where the wagons will be then split off and go to separate destinations. Coming from the Tashkent direction, heading towards Samarkand and Bukhara.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
What about the photo? Did it come out?
It did. It came out quite nicely. No doubt put that in the video. But yeah, very good. Very nice one to see.
Good. Well, I guess it's important to support your husband's hobby, isn't it? Are we going to see that salting process in at Bukhara station?
We will, yes. Yeah.
It's quite amazing. I'm not really into trains, guys.
She's a bit now.
You could say so, but at the same time, you
rubbed off,
can't say so.
Over the top on the way back, and instead of going up and down, up and down.
Maybe, yeah, because down there's a big, like, dip.
Down around there?
Yeah.
Still like that?
Yes.
Right,
A bit.
okay.
It looks a bit rocky.
So we might need to go back
Maybe.
down there, up, and then across.
Yeah, maybe.
Seems like there's some seats over there, like a viewpoint as well. Yeah, we could go see that before we go back.
Could do.
Walking along by the edge of the cliff next to the railway line. Quite a nice evening. A bit cloudy, but still a bit of a nice sunset. Honestly beautiful place, even though this area is all quite industrial. Such a fantastic place. Really is quite different to what we're used to.
Quite a heavy breathing. We're getting back to the main road to get a taxi back to our hotel in Samarkand.
So we've made it back to a road. However, this is what we would call old vegetation attached to the shoes. And
It literally hurts to walk.
and Elena, who decided to wear shorts.
Because it's warm.
It is warm, but yeah.
We're back at our hotel, guest house. This one. It's really nice here. You can chill in those seats. Здрасте. Yeah, they have quite nice backyard. Here you will have breakfast. You can chill there as well. Yeah, we'll leave our shoes here. I still have some plants stuck in my fingers and it hurts. Ow. There's rooms here. Last time we stayed here. Now we're going upstairs and I don't want to fall. Here you can use iron, kettle, some drinking water. We're back in Samarkand and going for some tea, some food. Yeah, probably for some shashlik. Looks
منك لم تلد النساء خلقت مبرأ من كل عيب كأنك قد خلقت كما
So we're in Samarkand Registrant Square. We're just waiting for a light show to start, which tells the tale of this area and the Silk Road. I've been told it starts at 9, so we'll see if it does start then.
It's
so yeah,
free.
Yeah. You just stand and wait and have this wonderful view, which we'll show you shortly of the 3 buildings. Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. So we'll wait and see if it starts.
Bravo, şak.
So, if you can hear me over the music, the one that they're showing tonight is different to the one we saw in March earlier this year. It's more just to do with the lights, whereas the one in March showed almost like a story of the Silk Road and a story of Uzbekistan. So it's nice to see 2 different ones. As you can see behind me, it's very colourful, lighting up all 3 buildings. But yeah, very interesting to see. So this is the entrance to Registan here. The barriers, the ticket offices are just down there. You just walk through these scan barriers. The ticket price is 50,000 som per person, which is about £4, probably $5 or $6. Yeah, so pretty good value because you can spend a good few hours in there. It is a different price for foreigners though to Uzbek citizens, but that's understandable. But yeah, very much well worth the money. Something else that's really nice about Uzbek cities, considering it's such a dry country, they have a lot of green spaces and a lot of parks. Even on streets at the side, they have a lot of green strips, areas of trees, grass. It's really lovely, helped by a lot of water irrigation on that to keep it all green, because like I said, the climate is very dry here throughout the summer. Yeah, so it's really nice to see in such a country that has such a large amount of deserts. So yeah,
Very nice.
This is down the side of Registan, which you'll see it changing colours because the light show is still going on. We decided to have a walk around the side because there's some actually really nice sites around the side. We've been in there today, but you can see all the different tiles and different colours on the side of the buildings, which goes all the way up to the top of the buildings. Absolutely huge, absolutely massive amount of detail gone into these buildings. Oh, I believe first constructed in the 1400s, so they are by no means new. If you look further up, you've got these almost, I won't call them windows, but areas that you can see out of, just here. And you also see some actual damage to the building. The Uzbek people are doing a lot of renovation works on the building constantly, obviously with it being so old, but you will see slight damage.
Yeah, apparently someone said they do not get enough funds to preserve it properly and renovate it properly, so hopefully it will change in the future because it's really amazing to be ruined, really.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's a true gem of the Silk Road, and honestly one of the most breathtaking places I've ever visited. As well, for such an unheard of country almost, Uzbekistan, it is incredibly beautiful. It's not the first place you think of for stunning buildings and sites, but it's absolutely amazing, and it's very much the reason why it's our second time in the same year visiting. So Elena's found a bit of a broom, which these are more traditional brooms that they used to still sweep. You'll still see people being paid to sweep various paths and stuff, and they use these more traditional brooms made out of wood and straw, which is honestly actually quite interesting to see that it's still being used to this day. And as you can see, she's made a bit of a pile of hay and grass. Still very effective. She's quite enjoying herself by the looks of it. Yeah. Old things that still work to this day. What could be better?